What is going on YouTube? Espresso Shucko here, and today we are going to send Regulation G off with a bang with one last ladder session. Now, to be completely honest, I didn't really know what I wanted to do for today's video because Regulation I is coming up around the corner. It starts in the next few days, so I was debating on hitting the casual ladder with a prototype team instead, or maybe even doing a discussion video, but I figured, you know what? It's Reg G. It's ending. This is our second round of the season. Let's send it off with one last team. And we're not going to keep you in suspense. Here's the team, and honestly, I kind of threw this together because I didn't really have anything prepped, but it is a hard Trick Room team with Calyrex-Ice as its restricted legendary. We have Ting-Lu, Ogerpon-Cornerstone, Annihilape, Smeargle, and Sinistcha on the team, and we're going to try to play around with Ting-Lu's Vessel of Ruin ability since that lowers everything's special attack on the field, hence the primary physical team. So Calyrex is a hard-hitting restricted legendary in its own right, with Glacial Lance just being absurd. So we have that. We have a Clear Amulet here to protect it from having its stats lowered, and we have Terrafire to protect it from burns. Now, technically, I could have run Terra Grass to avoid Munguses and Spores, since a Mungus can still underspeed Calyrex and Trick Room, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I just didn't like the idea of going Terra Grass on Ice Rider and then running into a potential Ice Rider mirror and becoming weak to Glacial Lance, whereas high horsepower can be redirected. So that was the main logic there. And as far as our set goes, we have Glacial Lance, Protect, High Horsepower, and Trick Room. Super standard stuff, but honestly, I'm still kind of learning how to navigate Ice Rider, so that was the main logic behind putting that together for Ice Rider. We got Ting-Lu here with Assault Vest and Vessel of Ruin to make it incredibly bulky on the special side. We have Poison here to cover for a lot of our weaknesses since we become resistant to Fairy Fighting and Grass, while also dropping our Water weakness, which is relatively nice. As far as our damaging moves go, we got Stomping Tantrum, Heavy Slam, and Throat Chop. Heavy Slam will punish fairies, while Stomping Tantrum and Throat Chop will benefit from Ting-Lu's natural stab typing. And plus, we have Ruination to cut something's HP in half, so that can be relatively nice for dealing with a bulky Pokemon that's trying to run a stall set. So we do have that at the end of the day to get around stall Pokemon. We got Ogerpon as one of our redirecting Pokemon here, which is going to help with getting Trick Room up, whether it's Calyrex or Sinistcha going for it. We have that Follow Me and Sturdy combination, which is nice and reliable, since Ogerpon at full HP will survive with 1 HP. Should it take a hit that would otherwise knock it out, thus turning it into a 2-hit knockout, so long as it's not taking something from like a Mold Breaker Pokemon or a Pokemon that has some way of ignoring abilities. We have Ivy Cudgel to turn around and do some massive damage if we need to. It's going to become a single power or a single target 100 power rock type attack, which is going to be relatively nice. And we have Horn Leech to do some decent damage with Ogerpon's stab grass typing, while also giving it back a little bit of HP. We have Annihilape with a Choice Scarf here, so Annihilape is going to get incredibly fast, and we can either click coaching to boost up either Ice Rider, Ting-Lu, or Ogerpon's attack and defense stat. And honestly, all three of those Pokemon love getting that boost, so honestly, I'm not opposed to doing it. We have Close Combat to punish Incineroars or anything that's weak to fighting type attacks for that matter. And then we have Rage Fist if we want to gamble on seeing how much damage we can do with Annihilape. Because every time Annihilape takes damage, Rage Fist goes up in 50 power, so you can potentially cap out at 300 power, or you can have a minimum of 50 if Annihilape takes no damage. But Annihilape is definitely taking damage because we do have Smeargle. We have this annoying little painting dog, and basically we have Water Shuriken. Water Shuriken is a priority move, so naturally Smeargle is going to outspeed the Choice Scarf, and it's a priority move that can hit more than once, so we're guaranteed a minimum of 2 times, which means Rage Fist is going to be going up a minimum of 100 power. So we'll be at a base 150 Rage Fist minimum. And if we hit all 5 times, well, we're going to cap it at that 300, which is nice. We got Spore here on Smeargle to put things to sleep. We got Follow Me to redirect away as well. And then we have Wide Guard to block spread moves. And then finally, we have Sinistcha as our other Trick Room setter. We also have Rage Powder here too. So if we really need to, we can go Rage Powder, Sinistcha. Calyrex can go for Trick Room if we need it. We do have that. We have Strength Sap to keep Sinistcha around, and then we have Matcha Gotcha for a little bit of spread damage. So that's the team. Honestly, it was thrown together last minute, so let's see how well it does. Okay, we've got Shadow Rider here with Wheezing, Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Mousehold, and Iron Hands. Now, Grim versus Chilling Knight. That's not great for me, but I don't hate it at the end of the day. Honestly, Vessel of Ruin and Trick Room might be nice here. Honestly, I could potentially look into coaching with Annihilape. I don't know if I want to necessarily do that. Now, there's no anti-priority, so like I could go Smeargle Annihilape with some fun antics. You know what? I kinda want to do that. If they lead Iron Hands, Cali, that's not great. I think what we're gonna see though is we're gonna see Wheeze and Cali. You know, let's try it. Let's try to get Water Shuriken Rage Fist going. You know what? Let's see if we can have some fun with Smeargle. Let's play with this abomination. And the other nice thing too is I won't have to worry about Moody lowering one of my stats randomly if they do lead Wheezing. Now a Will-O-Wisp off of Wheezing into an Annihilape, that could be terrible. Yeah, that could be terrible. No, it's Hands and Mouse. Okay. Well, I think what I do here is I think I try to click Spore into the Iron Hands, and I think what I try to do is I just try to close combat that mouse hold. Yeah. Rage Fist was not going to be working for me here. But you know what? Close combat, I'm okay with Scarf close combat. Yeah. And if I do get... Oh, they're Rocky Helmet too. Okay. Good to know. But you know what? Getting Spore off into Iron Hands, unless it's Safety Goggles, like, that could be okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's not terrible. I don't hate that. What do I want to do now? We're getting an attack boost and a speed drop, which Smeargle doesn't really care about too much. Okay, let's see. There's the Dondozo. Honestly, I think what I could do... I can follow me. I think follow me close combat into the Dozos, okay? Like, the Iron Hands is guaranteed to stay asleep this turn. So, I think we follow me with Smeargle. I think we just try to get as much damage into Dozo as possible. Yeah, that's a chunk. Okay. That's not terrible. It could be better, but yeah, it's fine. There's Wave Crash into Smeargle, so... Smeargle's gonna survive thanks to its Focus Sash. Always handy. Iron Hands is gonna... Oh yeah, because last turn would have been their guaranteed sleep turn. I still can go into Cali or Ting-Lu here, which is not terrible. And the question is do they have Tatsu in the back, or do they have Shadow Rider in the back? So, I think what I can do here... I think I can whip out the Glacial Lance if I really wanted to, and I think I can just close combat the Dozo, like, just try to get some damage off. If we can just... Oh, yeah, okay, there's that. But you know what? We threw out the Glacial Lance just in case, so, like, we can hit Iron Hands for a little bit of chip. Which I don't dislike. I don't dislike that at all. I can always bring in Ting-Lu, too, if I need to. Yeah, so... I mean, I don't mind starting to whittle down the hands a little bit. Wild Charge, yeah, that's a lot of recoil, but, well, a lot of damage. We'll find out the recoil in a moment. But, I mean, this lets me get in Ting-Lu, which Iron Hands doesn't want to see. And I don't think Calyrex goes down to a double up here. So, I mean... What I could do is I could try to start getting up the Trick Room. I would rather get rid of Dozo, though. Like, I'd rather try to get rid of Dozo first and then... And honestly, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for my Terra Poison now, just in case, just to become neutral to Wave Crash. Now, do I like giving up my Dark typing with Shadow Rider potentially in the back? No, but I do have an Assault Vest and Vessel of Ruin working, so I mean, I might be okay here. You also know it's a bad sign when my Ice Rider's the fastest thing on the field. Not quite enough to knock out Dozo. But there's Wave Crash, so, you know, with the recoil into Ting-Lu, that could potentially... No, it's not. Okay. Alright. I think now I go for the Trick Room. I think I Trick Room this turn. I think I go for the hands... And then I think I go for the Dozo. My Calyrex is at full HP. And I think I just Stomping Tantrum into the hands. No, they protected. Okay, never mind. Yeah, there's the Shadow Rider. Okay. I do like getting my... Would have been hilarious if I went for Throat Chop here. But there's the Protect there. So you know what? Shadow Rider's going to take some damage. If they're sashed, I mean, I'm going to break the sash. And I feel really good about this Trick Room. I feel great about this Trick Room. Yes, okay. So now I think I just throw the Spear. And I think I just go for the Dozo. I mean, if I throw out the Glacial Lance... I think I throw out the Throat Chop just in case. Yeah, I think I do that. Yeah, they're just going to Hard Swap. Iron Hands is coming in here to basically just eat some damage. So we're going to be okay here. There's an Earthquake. Not too bad. They actually take out their own Iron Hands, so I mean, great. Also, that was a crit off Calyrex, which just goes to show that that's nothing. So, Trick Room is up. Ting-Lu is going to have a wonderful time here. We're going to get that Throat Chop off. And now it's Ice Rider versus Shadow Rider in Trick Room. That's handy. We don't get to throw a Glacial Lance there, but I can think of worse things here. I mean, we got Ting-Lu on the field. We got Cali. Annihilape didn't get to go for the Rage Fist this game, but I mean, Annihilape put on some pressure, and Smeargle's Spore was handy. So, you know what? This is fine. We're going to go for that. How many turns of Trick Room do we have left? We have 3 turns of Trick Room left. We're in a good position. On the off chance, because I haven't seen Terra, I'm just going to Heavy Slam into them. Now look, there's Terra. Please turn into a Fairy type. I would love to hit you with this Heavy Slam. I would love to hit you with that. Oh, it's Ghost. Okay, you know what? Throat Chop still would have been viable. That said, Heavy Slam should still do a lot, because I'm pretty sure Shadow Rider does not weigh much. But yeah. There's that. And also, there's Glacial Lance. Pooh! Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty happy about that. Definitely was a good turn to bring in the Trick Room when I did there. I still can't get over Ice Rider being the fastest thing on the field at one point. Like, that was a very, very slow matchup between both teams. Like, very slow Pokemon. So, honestly, it's kind of funny to see. But, really, we were able to whittle down that Dozo over time and get rid of it. And getting rid of the Iron Hands, that was huge, too. Like, I'm kind of glad they went for their own Earthquake. Because that was definitely a last-ditch effort to try to get rid of my Ting-Lu. Which, fortunately for me, I have a very, very bulky Ting-Lu. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Anyways, good game to my opponent. Okay, we've got Miraidon with Whimsicott, Chi-Yu, Iron Hands, Urshifu, and Chen Pao. Okay, so, if that's Scarfed Miraidon, Ape is not in a good position, but if it's not, great. I think we bring Calyrex. I think we bring Ogerpon. Try to get a Follow Me Trick Room up. Like, if we can get Trick Room up for Calyrex, that can be great. Yeah, I think that's okay here. I think we bring Sinistcha, and I think Ting-Lu. Well, I don't know if I want Sinistcha, actually. Alternatively, Sinistcha is immune to Fake Out and has Trick Room itself. So maybe Ogerpon just goes for damage. Yeah, we could potentially do that. I think we bring Calyrex and Ting-Lu in the back. I think we try that. Also, worst case scenario, I mean, I can always follow me with Sinistcha and let Ogerpon try to go for some damage. Like, depending on what kind of Urshifu form that is, Ogerpon might be okay. Yeah, Ogerpon might be okay. We'll see. It's Urshifu Chiyu, which, you know what? I think I Terra Water. Rage Powder. And I think I Ivy Cudgel the Chiyu. Yeah, I think we do that. I think we go for some redirection. Now, if they want to Heat Wave, that's not great for Ogerpon, but I mean, they're taking super effective damage if they do not Terrastalize. And if they're sashed, I mean, yeah, that'll suck for me, but if they're not sashed and they're Scarf, they're getting nailed with an Ivy Cudgel. There's the Heat Wave, no Terra, okay. We are brave. We are definitely brave here. Goodbye, Chiyu. Okay, and now I think I do the reverse. I think I follow me Trick Room. Okay. Okay. I like that. Yeah, I think we Trick Room now. I think we follow me. I think we Trick Room. I'm getting my berry off, so I'm getting HP back. Yeah, because I mean, Sinistcha likes this Urshifu. Sinistcha wants to hit it with a Machagacha. Yeah, okay. I think we Trick Room. Follow me. And then we assess from there. Alright, here comes Miraidon. We don't know for sure if... I'm going to assume it's Sash Urshifu. I was going to say, we don't know for sure what the Urshifu is, because we've only seen one attack, but I'm thinking it was Scarf Chiyu. And Ogerpon went before Urshifu, so I'm really thinking that we're in an okay-ish position. There's the Dazzling Gleam, which Ogerpon's going to live. Ogerpon's going to eat a close combat. Trick Room's going to go up. Now Miraidon can come... Or, not Miraidon. Calyrex can now come in here, if it wants. Could also bring in Ting-Lu. I think Machagacha is really nice here, too. I mean, if they want to Aqua Jet me, they can Aqua Jet me. But Calyrex now has Trick Room up, which is great. So, Ice Rider is really, really bulky, which is handy. And actually, I think what I'm going to do... I think I'm going to Strength Sap into the Urshifu, because we did get confirmation it's not choice itemed. So, Urshifu could potentially Aqua Jet me, and if they do, I mean, I lose Sinistcha, but if they don't, Sinistcha is going to get a lot of HP back, which is going to be very handy. Now, alternatively, what I could have done was I could have redirected away Urshifu's attack from Calyrex. Not that it matters too much, because they're switching out. And whatever is switching in here is going to eat a Glacial Lance. No, it's Hands. Okay. Attack booster. Okay. Detect. Fine. Hands is going to take some damage. I think well, I can't protect Cali here. So I think I just risk the Fake Out and go for damage. Maybe bring Ting-Lu in just in case. Because my logic here is if Calyrex survives and I lose Ting-Lu, I mean, I can always get HP back into Calyrex by bringing in Sinistcha. So there is that. Kind of wish I Strength Sapped into the Miraidon slot. So the question is what's the fourth move on the Urshifu? Is it Aqua Jet? Is it U-Turn? If it's U-Turn, I don't love it, but I mean, I don't hate it either. Because Calyrex is fast enough to at least hit the Glacial Lance first in Trick Room. So, I mean, they do have a reliable switch if it is U-turn. I'm thinking it's Aqua Jet, and I'm kind of trying to use this switch as my scouting method to find out. There's the Fake Out into Calyrex, so you know what? Fair enough. Fairly safe turn for Ting-Lu to switch in here. Surging Strikes, you know what? I'm okay with that. That's not a whole lot of damage. I think what I can do is I think I can Glacial Lance and Stomping Tantrum into the Urshifu slot. And yeah, I think that's okay. Because Glacial Lance will do some damage. Stomping Tantrum will break a Sash, and they're at -1 defense, so like we should be getting a decent chunk into the Urshifu. Now, if they detect again, I mean, sure. Okay, I don't love the Drain Punch, but let's find out how much damage we can pull off here. Because we do still have... it's about half. Okay. I don't think that's enough. No, it's going to live with the tiniest little sliver of HP. But you know what? Sinistcha can come in here. Sinistcha can always redirect away something if I need to. Sinistcha can also get a lot of HP back from Hands, which, I mean, I kind of want to do. Hands can also get a lot of HP back from Ting-Lu. I wish I had a spread move, which I don't. But what I can do here is I can Stream Snap into you, and I can Stomping Tantrum just in case the Urshifu goes for a Surging Strikes. Okay, we're going to get Terrestrialization now. I feel like this is Hands. Yeah, this is... No, it's Urshifu, okay. Stellar, so yeah, they're definitely looking to take out... they're definitely looking to take out Sinistcha here. We also still haven't seen that fourth move. Oh, it is Aqua Jet. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Sinistcha held on, though. Oh, this is wild. Okay. Okay. Not enough to knock out Hands. Also, good to know that Sinistcha can live another turn. I have Rage Powder. I'm back up to full HP. Okay. Rage Powder. And Stomping Tantrum. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. I would love it if we can just get rid of one of these two Pokemon. Miraidon just does a lot of damage to Ting-Lu, though. That's the only scary thing here. Like, ooh, okay. Hold on. Okay. So Rage Powder is going to keep Sinistcha in the line of fire from Urshifu. There's a close combat. This is going to hurt. Yeah, I'm not going to love this. It's too bad I didn't have Earthquake. Yeah, it's really too bad I don't have Earthquake. Unfortunately, they get me here. Yeah, they unfortunately get me here. We'll click the Rage Powder. What a Stomping Tantrum, the Miraidon. Because Urshifu can just knock out either one of these two Pokemon. Same with Miraidon. Like, Dazzling Gleam should be enough to pick up... Yeah. Dazzling Gleam should be enough to pick up Sinistcha, which, I mean, that just leaves Urshifu to get Ting-Lu. So, you know what? That was a really close game at the end of the day. Like, we got all the remaining three Pokemon down pretty low, unfortunately. I just didn't pick up enough damage into the Urshifu. I think Urshifu was definitely my undoing right there. So, I mean, props to my opponent for how they navigated the Trick Room. They did a lot of damage with that Terra Stellar. Like, honestly, it was really nice to see the reveal. Like, I guess they had the Aqua Jet, but it was nice to get the confirmation that they actually did have it. It was also nice to see that Sinistcha lived. Like, maybe if I had gone for my Matcha Gotcha instead, like, maybe it would have been okay. Or maybe if I had just taken out the Urshifu instead. Like, we did see the Detect, so I had to kind of play around that. But, you know, I don't have any complaints about the game, to be completely honest. Like, we got the Trick Room up. Calyrex came in. Calyrex tried to do some damage. Like I said, it was a fairly close game. Like, all three of the remaining Pokemon had a lot of their HP down, and we definitely had the potential to win that. I just didn't navigate it the best on my end, to be completely honest. Anyways, moving on. Ooh, we got a Zekrom. Okay, we got Zekrom, Amoonguss, Pelipper, Incineroar, Whimsicott, and Goldengo. Okay, Goldengo is a little bit scary for Ice Rider, but you know what? Let's see what happens. We're going to go Annihilape, and we're going to go Cali. We're going to try to get Trick Room up. We're going to bring Ogerpon to the back, with the reasoning being, if I'm scared of Spore, I could go for Trick Room, or I could always switch in and coaching into the Ogerpon instead. I think we can bring Sinistcha here. I think that's okay. Because honestly, like, Terra Water Sinistcha, like, might be able to just start whittling down stuff. Maybe. We'll definitely see. Yeah. I mean, the other thing we can always do too is we can always U-turn out with Annihilape. If they lead Incin into Annihilape, I do want to go for close combat. Like, I really want to try to get coaching off into Calyrex, but I mean, Whimsicott, Goldengo. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. This is going to be Terra Fire, high horsepower into that Goldengo. Yeah, this is going to be Terra Fire. Or do I want a Glacial Lance? Because, I mean, getting rid of Whimsicott could be nice, too. You know what? I'm going to Glacial Lance. Yeah, okay, we're going to get Terra right out of the gate, so maybe Goldengo. Yeah, it's definitely Goldengo. What are we tearing into? Steel. Okay, yeah, so they want this Make It Rain to do a lot of damage, and I don't blame them. I want Glacial Lance to do a lot of damage, too, so, I mean, I definitely like my Terra Fire choice here. We're going to resist this. Now, I'm hoping there's no fake tears. Well, I kind of am, because I'm kind of hoping Calyrex just is the target for that. Is telling us that. Okay, so you know what? Annihilape is probably taking... Oh, we're still faster with the Scarf. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, I've kind of lost my train of thought, but you know what? We're gonna get high horsepower out, or not high horsepower, Glacial Lance. Okay, Annihilape lives. I mean, Annihilape doesn't love that, but I think what we can do here... Oh, they're sashed. Okay. I think I'm going to switch Annihilape, and I don't know if I want a Trick Room or... I don't know if I want a Trick Room or if I want to try to Glacial Lance again. You know what? We're at +1. I'm going to attempt the Trick Room, and I'm going to get Sinistcha in right now. I don't mind Annihilape having a slight boost to Rage Fist, just in case. I don't mind, too, knowing that Annihilape is faster than this Goldengo with their Tailwind up in my Choice Scarf. And plus, I mean, getting a little bit of HP back... Yeah, okay, they're going to switch out. So, you know what? Fair enough. Zekrom. You know what? Glacial Lance would have been a really good turn right here. But we went for the Trick Room. Moonblast into Sinistcha. You know what? I'll take that. I will definitely take that. Now I really threaten them with the Glacial Lance. And they've already click their Terra, so I'm very happy about this. And I'm just going to Rage Powder with Sinistcha. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Rage Powder. Just in case Calyrex doesn't pick up. Which is actually kind of a scary thought. Okay, there's triggering. Yeah, because Sinistcha is a... Okay, because Sinistcha is a grass type and Whimsicott is a grass type, that doesn't really matter too much. But you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We are going to say no. We're going to Trick Room one more time. We're going to Matcha Gotcha. I don't mind that light screen. I don't mind that at all. Fusion Bolt after at +1, I'm still fairly bulky, so you know what? That's okay. Matcha Gotcha will knock out Whimsicott here. And honestly, if I get a little bit of chip damage off into Zekrom, I mean, great. I might get the burn. I don't think I did. But... I mean, Whimsicott's gone. I'm going to switch out Cali. Oh, we did get the burn. Nice. Okay. Now, we know they do have a Steel-type Golden Go in the back. I don't mind getting Trick Room back up. So. The Encore was not great for me, but, I mean, their Tailwind is gone too. Okay. We are going to switch out Calyrex into Ogerpon. And we are going to... We're going to scout and see if they're clear amulet. I have a feeling they are, so I have a feeling this isn't going to work. But if they're not clear amulet, I'm going to get a little bit of HP back, which is nice. Yeah. Alright, so... Spore is going to go into Ogerpon, which is great. We're going to protect Calyrex. Strength Sap does get to go off, so honestly... That's interesting. Strength Sap does work with the Clear Amulet. Okay, they're going to Dragon Dance again. You know what? That's a little bit scary, but I mean, honestly, I can start going for damage with Ivy Cudgel into the Zekrom. I don't mind that at all. Ogerpon and Sinistcha both can ignore this. Yeah, Ogerpon and Sinistcha can both ignore this Amoonguss. We're just going to go for a little bit of chip. Go ahead and Spore me. Doesn't work on either of my Pokemon. Honestly, too, the Zekrom is burned, so I mean, I'm feeling like I'm in a decent position here. Like, we'll bonk him with the Cudgel. That's a lot of damage with the Cudgel. There's Dragon Claw, okay. Not an amount of damage I would like to see into my Ogerpon, but that's okay. Let's see, right here, 2 turns of Trick Room, 2 turns of Light Screen. I'm going to Rage Powder with Sinistcha just to try to draw away that Dragon Claw from Ogerpon. Just in case I don't get to attack again, or just in case I don't pick up the knockout is what I meant to say. Because the main reason here is Ogerpon is kind of putting in a lot of work until we get rid of the Zekrom. Okay, Zekrom's going to switch out. You know what? Fair enough. I don't mind the Rage Powder. Golden Go. Okay, yeah. I don't really love you, but I mean, I do love getting the chip damage off. Yeah, I do love getting that chip damage off, especially since we're gonna kind of need it. I think I Matcha Gotcha too. I think I'd do that next turn, just to get a little bit of chip damage off in this thing. Honestly, I kind of respect the amount of damage that Ogerpon's doing right there. Let's see. Right here we have one last turn of Trick Room. I think I'm going to Spiky Shield. I think I'm just going to Matcha Gotcha. Just get a little bit more chip damage off into the Golden Go. I can always bring in Annihilape and just try to get a little bit of damage off into Amoonguss. That was not on the bingo card. Yeah, I was not expecting to see Giga Drain out of Amoonguss, but here we go. Matcha Gotcha. A little bit of chip damage. Make it rain. I don't mind you lowering your special attack another stage. And honestly, I mean, I should be okay to bring Calyrex back and start Glacial Lancing now that the Encore is gone. Sinistcha is going to get some HP back too, which is relatively nice. Their light screen is gone too. Twisted Dimensions are back to normal. Ogerpon's going to Ivy Cudgel. Sinistcha is going to Machi Gotcha. And we go from there. Oh, and they have Protect on Amoonguss. So they have Spore, Rage Powder, Giga Drain, Protect. Okay. Good to know. And also, Ogerpon's faster. So there's that. Make It Rain's going to come out. This is going to pick up Ogerpon, but I mean, Calyrex can now come in here. Zekrom's Dragon Dances are gone. So Zekrom doesn't even have the attack boosts and it's burned. So, like, we just come in here and we just go for the Glacial Lance. Annihilape can come in here too. Not that it's overly going to matter too much, but I think what I can do is I can just lock in Rage Fist and Glacial Lance. And I think that's really all I need. Like, I think I just Rage Fist the Amoonguss, and I think I just Glacial Lance. And then that should boil it down to just Zekrom. Yeah, I think that's what we do here. Because I don't see this Golden Go at -2 doing anything to my Calyrex at this point. And they just protected with Amoonguss not that long ago. I think that was the last turn. Might have been the turn before. Are we Rocky Helmet? Maybe. Also, that's a good Rage Fist. And yes, we are Rocky Helmet. Okay. There's Shadow Ball into Annihilate. But you know what? Glacial Lance, that's going to put me to +2. That Zekrom is not having a good time against Calyrex. Yeah. We don't need Trick Room here. We just need the Spear. Alright. So we'll go up to +2. And then from there, we just throw the Spear at Zekrom. Yeah, I think it's okay. I don't think we need a late game Trick Room. I think we can just go for the Glacial Lance. Their Steel Terra is gone too. Like, so Zekrom can't Terrasilize away from Glacial Lance here. So yeah, that's all we have to do. We just have to throw the Spear at it. They're burned. I'm not too worried. We just throw the Glacial Lance, and that should be game. All right, let's see. Fusion Bolt here. Yeah, no critical hit. We're safe. We are definitely safe. This is a +2 Glacial Lance right here into a super effective hit. Yeah. But yeah. The Encore was really annoying to get locked into after I got Calyrex set up with the coaching. But I mean, the defense boost was nice. It was there. I should have just won for the Glacial Lance instead of the Trick Room to avoid the Encore. And honestly, too, like, that did open me up to Amoonguss because I am not Terra Grass. I'm Terra Fire, obviously, by the giant candle on my Calyrex's head. So, like, I think that was definitely... The Encore kind of helped me because I just was able to just make the easy call to switch out at that point and not get spored. So, yeah. Probably could have been played a little bit more optimally, or we could have had a better run there. Like, we could have made a few more optimal plays. That's what I wanted to get out of me, not optimally. Because I don't even think that's a word. And I'm an English major. But yeah, anyways, main point is, I should have played that probably a little bit better. I'm not really used to playing Ice Rider, so I'm still kind of learning it. But honestly, I had fun with that. I think it was a good time. Anyways, good game to my opponent. Hey, thank you guys so much for checking out this Calyrex and Ting-Lu Trick Room team. We got to do a little bit of everything here today. We got to click Trick Room multiple times with Calyrex because we got nailed with an Encore at one point, but we did get to click coaching into Calyrex. We got to boost it up a little bit. We ended up running into a Zekrom, which was pretty cool since you don't normally see Zekrom a whole lot. We got to click Terra Poison with Ting-Lu, and Ting-Lu was able to just have a fun time. At one point, we saw Calyrex just straight up outspeed everything on the field because it was like a legion of slow Pokemon because we had Calyrex, Dozo, Iron Hands, and Ting-Lu on the field all at the same time. So yeah, we got to play a little bit of everyone on the team here. We got to see some fun things. We got to hit a Chi-Yu with an Ivy Cudgel off of Ogerpon, which was fun. And then we got to turn right around and go for Follow Me with Ogerpon while Sinistcha set up a Trick Room of its own. We got to bring in Sinistcha and go for Matcha Gotcha into Zekrom. We burned it, which was relatively nice. We got to ignore a Spore off of a Moongus thanks to Ogerpon and Sinistcha together. And we also got to hit that Zekrom with an Ivy Cudgel as well. Honestly, I think the team wasn't too bad for being thrown together last minute, and I think this is a good way to send off Regulation G. I'm really excited that Regulation I is starting up because, we've played Reg G for 2 different rounds of formats. Like, this is the second coming of Regulation G after Regulation H ended back in January, so it is nice to see the new format coming on its way. Be sure to let me know what you think of this team down in the comments below, as well as any fun stories from Regulation G, whereas this format is ending. Be sure to let me know. Just come say hi if you want to. Anyways, I will see you next time.